Flosstube! Welcome back. I'm Erin, the 2 Martini Stitcher, and this is my YouTube channel about cross stitch. It's a Flosstube. It is Flosstube number 23. I don't always remember to say the number. I blew right past 21, which, as Annie at Joyful Stitcher would say, made my Flosstube legal to drink, which is good because, you know, it has been since the inception. But 23, that's the age I was when I got married, which now seems really young to me as I have teenage girls. 23 seems really young, but worked out okay. So, this week's cocktail, which this is funny. Is that backwards to you guys? It probably is. It says, "Please, sir, I want some more," which I will want more of this. This is my Oliver mug. Please, sir, I want some more. My middle daughter, Abby, the one who wants to be a professional dancer, when she was in 5th grade, she was in a production of Oliver at one of the theaters in downtown Seattle at the 5th Avenue. So any of you guys who are local probably know the 5th, and they're pretty well known for their big holiday shows. And she was in Oliver. She was a little orphan kid and then was a schoolgirl. Anyway, that's where the mug came from. Cocktail today. It has been really beautiful here the past few days, and it's supposed to be all week sunny, but also cold. It's gotten cold here in the Pacific Northwest. So I have apple cider. Like, we live kind of sort of out in the country, not really, but we live out of town. And so, like, just driving around, you drive past some pumpkin patches and farms, and I could not resist stopping and picking up some of the fresh pressed apple cider. So I have some hot apple cider with Crown Royal in it. So good. I have heard, I haven't seen it, but I haven't really gone looking for it either, that there is a caramel apple flavor of Crown Royal. That would be delicious in this. If you really want to go like super fun, which I did not do today because I don't know, it'd be hard to drink on a Flosstube, you can put some whipped cream and caramel sauce on this. Delicious. I'm just trying to warm up because it's cold out there. Cold out there. Anyhow, how was everybody's week? It is, did I say what day it is? It is Wednesday, October 30th. End of October. Tomorrow is Halloween. I had to go out to Costco today to get the Halloween candy. I don't buy it until like the day before because otherwise I will eat too much of it. And then the day after I try to get rid of it all or stick it in the freezer. Well, I will forget about it. So, But tomorrow's Halloween and the end of October. That's just nuts. So I did make some at least November plans. In the comments, you guys all gave me so many great ideas for planning for next year, but I also was heartened to hear that quite a few people are like, plans. I stitch what I want. I start what I want. It made me feel a little better that I have not made grand plans yet for 2020, but there are also some fantastic ideas for how to plan. Some people are doing a year of smalls. Some people are doing a year of WIPs. Some people do one start for one finish. Lots of great ideas of how to kind of plan out your stitchy year. So that was really fun to read through the comments. And yeah, let's see. What else was going on this week? Oh, I went to Indiana. Went to Indiana over the weekend for my grandmother's 90th birthday. And it was a quick trip, but it was fun. And she was over the moon excited that all of her grandkids came. There's only 7 of us, but is that right? 7? Yes, 7. There's 7 of us grandkids, but everyone was there. She said, "Do I have to turn 90 to get all of you here?" And we said, "All at once?" Yes. Keep having birthdays and we'll keep coming back. But that was really great. We attempted to go to the Purdue game on Saturday. Well, we did go for half of the game. There was like a monsoon. That's the only way I can describe the amount of rain and wind that was happening in Indiana on Saturday. Friday, beautiful. Sunday, which honestly, if it was going to be nice, the day of Grandma's birthday lunch, I prefer it to be nice that day. Gorgeous. The 8-10 hours that we wanted to go to the football game, monsoon. So we went for the first half. We walked around campus, and it was really just like raining a little bit when we went to campus early to kind of walk around. I graduated from Purdue, so did my husband. That's where we met. And wow, has that campus changed. I had not been back since like graduation, really. But still a beautiful campus, and it was really fun to be back on campus. But it was only like drizzling a little bit, and then it just started raining harder and harder. So we went to the game. We stayed until halftime to watch the band. I was in the band my freshman year. Loved being in the band. You cannot really be in the band and graduate in 4 years is what I figured out very quickly. So I only was in the band for a year, but it was a fantastic experience. I don't play anything. As soon as you guys start asking, what do I play? I do not play a band instrument. I was a gold duster. Maybe if there's a big bribe involved, someday I will post pictures of me in my gold duster uniform from the 90s. They're a doozy. I can neither confirm nor deny that there are white go-go boots involved in that outfit. But the band has a soft spot in my heart, and when you watch on TV, they never show the band. So we watched the band. They had a fantastic halftime routine that was all Elton John. Really fun. And then we bugged out of there, and we were soaked through. Like, my lips were turning blue. I was so cold and wet. And I headed back to the hotel for a hot shower and a lovely tenderloin sandwich. All of you from Indiana understand the pork tenderloin sandwich. You don't really get them anywhere else. So we went and got a yummy pork tenderloin sandwich. Celebrated Grandma's birthday on Sunday and then flew home. So this week felt like it went really, really fast, but it's because I was not even home half the week, which meant the stitching is a little weird and disjointed. I don't know. I worked on some stuff. There's definitely some stitching to show. But yeah, it was a good week. What else has been going on? We got the car back. Yay! Finally got the car back yesterday. It is so nice to not have to juggle cars today. It did need the transmission replaced, but it was kind of a spendy repair. But what are you going to do? It's cheaper than buying a new used car. So here's hoping that it'll just keep running for us for like another 5 years now. We'll see. But that's pretty much it. That's about all that's been going on here. Quick trip to Indiana and got the car back. How's that for exciting? So, what else? Oh, I was talking about comments. All the great comments. Also, you all love turkey patterns as much as I do, because I'm going to do the giveaway kind of early in the Flosstube episode. I don't know. Whatever this is that we are doing, I'm going to do the giveaway because we were talking about comments. And someone had commented, oh no, I can't remember her name, had said about the turkey, get in my belly, which totally cracked me up and reminded me of this funny story when my kids were little. My kids clearly are never going to be vegetarians. My youngest had even said at one point that she wished she didn't like meat so much, but she does. We were at the fair. It might have been the state fair, might have been King County Fair, not real sure. And we were looking around at, you know, all the different animal displays and whatnot, and there was the prize turkey. Big grand champion turkey, and the girls are all looking at the turkey, and they were little. I bet Becca was still in a stroller, probably. I think she was a baby, and the other two were young. So they're up, you know, on the rails looking at the turkey, and I was like, look, girls, it's a turkey. What does a turkey say? You know, like they were that age that you're like, what does a turkey say? What does a cow say? And one of the girls, I think it was Abby, said, the turkey says gobble, gobble, but I say yum. I say yum. She's looking at the live turkey saying yum. The girl likes to eat. I don't know what to tell you. So, but someone said that their daughter was afraid of turkeys. I guess. Honestly, birds kind of scare me. Not single birds, flocks of birds kind of freak me out a little bit. Anyway, so the giveaway for last week was Be Thankful, because I had finished that up. I was passing the stash. And if you would like the rest of the fabric that I stitched mine on, I will happily send that off to you as well so that you can stitch it on that same fabric. I had, let's look here, 60 people wanted to stitch the turkey. So let me pull up a random number generator. Google random number generator, 1 to 60. So you can see it says 1 to 60. See that? And we're going to generate 51. 51 is Loretta Henderson. Loretta, congratulations. You win Be Thankful and the fabric if you want it. So shoot me either a message on Instagram or an email. It's down below in the drop-down box. In the description box is all my contact information. So get me your address and I will get that out to you. So congratulations. Yay. And this week, I am going to talk about plans a little later, but all of my plans involve holiday starts, Christmas holiday starts. And if you guys remember, I had an extra because I ordered 2. That's what happens when you buy too much stuff. I had 2 of the Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament magazine from this year. So I'm doing Christmas starts. It feels like, you know, if you get started now, you could definitely have a lot of these ornaments done. And there are some like, look at this with the cardinals. There's some good stuff in here. So I'm going to give away this week. And all you have to do to be entered is tell me, shoot in the comments, say, I want to stitch Christmas, or I want to start Christmas, because I'm starting all of the Christmas things and I'll go over plans later, but that's what I'm going to be doing in November. So if you want to start Christmas and stitch Christmas with me, let me know. And you can win that magazine. I'm not starting anything from that magazine. Boy. I should. There's some good stuff in there. There's too many things to stitch, guys. Too many things to stitch. But what did I stitch this week? Let's look at what I stitched this week. Let me move this stuff out of the way. So last week when I left you guys, well, first I'll show you Harry Potter book covers, which sadly did not get a lot of work this week either. Man, ever since that page finished, I'm moving slow on this thing, guys. Partly because I was gone for 3 days and it didn't go with me. And then also because I've realized it's the end of the month. It's the end of the month tomorrow. I need to finish extra credit for Magical Stitches. And it's a short week. In the School of Magical Stitches, the homework for this week is going to go the full week. Like normally it just goes to the end of the month. But because like Dumbledore's Memorial spans the end of book 6 and the beginning of book 7, and to kind of bridge those last couple days of the week, the Magical Stitches homework is going through the whole week. Enchanted Stitching is not. We only have until Thursday, until tomorrow, to do Enchanted Stitching for the end of Nightmare Before Christmas. And then the new movie for November is Coco. I'm so excited. I love that movie, so I'm excited to watch that movie. So I realized I have to finish up all my extra credit, which means I haven't been stitching on Harry Potter. It only got 200 stitches, guys. Look at that. So I did this block here, came down and did another block here. Yeah, I gotta get back to being regular on this piece, because I like when there's more progress than that. But we're getting into all these trees. These blocks will be more of the pinks, but and these went really fast. Like this, I think was only like 3 or 4 colors, that block. Oh, I gotta get moving on that. Maybe this weekend. My husband is headed out of town for a convention all next week. He'll be gone all next week. So I don't really have any plans for the weekend. I think it's gonna be a pretty chill weekend and I can just sit around and stitch a lot of the weekend. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So that's Harry Potter book covers. The other things I worked on, I think I had most of the homework done before I left on Friday. I did need to start. I used for a design with water and a way to thwart Jack's plan. So I used a design with water. I used this piece for a task for design with water for magical stitches, and a way to thwart Jack's plan in enchanted stitching was Turkey Bay. And this was a new start. Yay, new start. So here is Turkey Bay. That's what it looks like. Plum Street Samplers. Turkey Bay. I love that. Love that so much. And I said that I would like build a moat to keep Jack from his plans. And here is my start. So this is 250 stitches. There we go. And I'm doing this on just white. I'm doing this 36 count white linen. It called for, what is it called for? Old Town Blend, which I have, but my Old Town Blend is really pretty dark, and that didn't look that dark to me. And I love these colors, and I just really wanted them to pop, so I went with white. We're going with white. And so there's my start. I realized as I was starting this, that since I am a top left starter, like for the most part, if I can start top left, I do. That's my preferred place to start. It means that every time I start something, you guys look at border. Like there's border. How exciting. If I were a center starter, there would be like fun pumpkins and flowers. But instead you get to see border. Sorry. But it started. Add it to the WIP pile. Okay. I also worked on for a Halloween or spooky piece. Did I show this last week? I couldn't have. Nope, because I did it on Thursday and I don't have it with me. It was my group collaborative piece for Stiach, which the last pattern drop last week, that's all the like customization. Even if you're not doing Stiach, which you still could like get in the group and get the pattern if you wanted now, go follow the Stiach hashtag on Instagram. Because one, the finishing like back stitching and detail work of the Golden Girls is amazing. And one, the gal, who puts together the whole pattern, did I think like 8 different customizations, different sayings that were all wonderful and hysterical. And some people have done their own, and the creativity is amazing. So if you just go check it out, it'll be worth your time to just scroll through and see all the things that people have done with that Golden Girls pattern. So funny. I may finish it someday, I may not. But for my Stiach team, we were doing a collaborative piece. I had showed it before. Oh, hold on. I still have, this is, it was the Harry Potter sampler. So our team, there was a challenge to do a piece, like a collaborative piece where, so I was stitching that broom and I finished it. It didn't quite finish for the assignment, but I just finished it up and sent it off because that's due like November 10th and I needed to get it in the mail. So I don't have that to show you, but I finished that and I got that in the mail. And then we went to Indiana and I took 2 pieces with me that were both things that finished up my homework. So the first was I took knee high because that's kind of my Midwest stitch. It's what I like to stitch on when I go to the Midwest. And this is it, knee high by Hands On Design. And I am doing this on a piece of, I think this is 16 count. It'll say in the description below. It's a piece of Aida that I tea coffee dyed myself, and I'm using called for colors. And I use this for a Magical Stitches homework for warm light. You could do warm light or cold dark. And I use this for warm light because in July it's warm and there's a great big sun on the pattern.
And this is my progress on knee high. So before I left, I was like, what I put in was all the rest of this fence post here. I was like to here, I think that's how much I had done. I put in the rest of that fence post and then started on the quilt. I don't know if you guys can see all the light stitches in there. So I did the 200 stitches for homework, and then I stitched on it some more on the way back. There wasn't a ton of stitching time. It was mostly the flight there and the flight back because we were pretty busy with family the whole time we were there, because we were only there for like 48 hours. So that's knee high, and now it's gonna get put away. I don't know when it'll come back out again. If I need it for an assignment, it'll come out, or the next time I go back to the Midwest, which I don't know when that'll be, guys, next year. That's my Midwest stitch knee high. And then the other piece I took with me that I needed for homework was the Lizzie Kate Tingles. So that's them. I'm doing them all together. And I used this for a piece that reminds me of Zero for enchanted stitching, because it has a jack-o'-lantern on it. And then also for the spell out of boat in School of Magical Stitches, because it's Tingles. So, and then I've also used this has gotten a lot of work. I also used it this week for enchanting stitches for a piece I had to frog, because I had to pull out that one yellow color that didn't work. And I, matter of fact, still maybe need to pull it out of one other place. But so this got 250 stitches for last week's homework. It got 250 stitches for this week's homework. And it put me, it was so close to a block being done that I just finished it. So it got more stitching than it really needed, but there we go. I finished off this haunted block. If I could straighten everything out. There. I finished off this block because I think this is going to get put away now for a while. Like, I'm not sure that this, unless I need it for something, it's not going to come out to be worked on. And so I really wanted to leave it at like a good stopping point. And I think I only probably put in 100 extra stitches on this. So there we go. And I'm doing this on 14 count Aida and Prank by Picture This Plus. And I'm using mostly the DMC conversion that's listed, except for I am using Guacamole and Sweet Potato. It's charted in almost all week's dye works. And I'm using the DMC, except for those two. Only because there were a couple places like this specifically, this patch of grass, that I thought the variegation would look nice. And Sweet Potato. There's another pumpkin that's even bigger that's charted in the Sweet Potato. So there we go. But it was this color. It was supposed to be this curry, or the DMC conversion of curry, and it just wasn't showing up well. So I pulled it out, used this yellow instead. I may or may not leave it up in this border. So there's Tingles, and now we're going to say goodbye to it for a little bit. But I'm excited because that means this whole little booklet is done. That whole one is done. I only have all the rest of these to do. I think, wow, this is just whipping right along until you look how big of a piece of fabric this is. And look, I only had like, there's not even much. There's like only an inch at the top. I won't need the full length of it. Look at this. Yeah, there's a lot more to do on this. I doubt it will even be done for next Halloween, but never know, miracles have happened. Miracles happen every day. So that was Tingles, and those were the two projects that I took with me to Indiana, and then Tingles has gotten even more work since I got back. The other thing I've worked on since I got back, so I have not, this week I have been focusing on enchanted stitching homework because that needs to get done tomorrow. And I had to make a calculated decision about School of Magical Stitches because I only have until tomorrow to finish up any extra credit, and I still have a bunch of extra credit to do. Homework this week that goes until Sunday is a spell out of Dumbledore. And there's like a bonus if you can make like it fit on 1, 2, or 3 projects. The Dumbledore spell out, and it can be designer name, pattern name, an element in the pattern, or something someone is doing in the pattern. I really would have loved to have made Harry Potter book covers fit and knock out 1,000 stitches in Harry Potter book covers. I can't make it. I'm not creative enough, and I can't make it work. If one of you guys can make Harry Potter book covers work for the spell out of Dumbledore, I will send you a special prize. But I need to know by Thursday. I need to know, so this will go up tomorrow on Thursday morning. I need to know by Thursday evening if you can make Dumbledore work for my Harry Potter book covers. Ooh, challenge. Ooh. Seriously, there will be a special prize if you can make that happen. Otherwise, I have another project that will work for all of them, but I'm not even going to touch it until Friday, because until then, I am working on getting extra credit done, because that's 10 points, like a possible bonus. I'm making a calculated decision here because the bonus that I need to finish, they're each worth 5 points. So I'm trying to knock out the bonus between Monday and tomorrow. So I needed to do a little bit more back stitching for the extra credit that was half stitches, 500 half stitches. I did most of them on Be Thankful, but I still needed another like 70 or 80. So I pulled out the Friends collage for that, and I back stitched the duck and put in Rachel. There was a brown thread hanging, and so I just finished off that brown on the football, thinking if I needed more back stitching, I could finish up and back stitch the football, but there was enough back stitches in the duck and Rachel. This here, it's supposed to say how you doing, and I need to chart. I want to change that to say Smelly Cat, because Smelly Cat does not appear on here and is one of my favorite things in Friends. So I need to chart out how to fit Smelly Cat in there. But there we go. A little more work on Friends. Not a lot, but I did back stitching, so that deserves a little show and tell on the Flosstube. Yay, back stitching. And then I also worked on this is done. Frog Tingles. I also am making this project fit for an extra credit and 2 assignments in Enchanted Stitching. So I am doing 500 stitches. I have 250 in so far. I need to do another 250 on Game of the Swans. And I'm doing this for something royal for extra credit because, look, he's wearing a crown. Also, it notes on the pattern that swans were and still are the property of the monarch and could not be privately owned without royal permission. So something royal. And so that's for the extra credit. I'm also using this for Enchanted Stitching for something I took a gamble on because I feel like I'm gambling on using those called for General Arts flosses that do not look like this picture. But I'm trusting it. I'm taking a gamble on that. And then also for Jack and Sally in Love, because look, those 2 swans are clearly in love. Look at their little baby. These swans are in love, and I'm in love with the pattern. So here's where it's up to, and I have another 250 stitches to do in this. But here's my progress. So I got, what did I work on? Did I do this whole flower? No, I did all these little gray flowers, and then I extended this out, and then I extended this, the inner border I only had done to here. So I extended this inner border all the way down, and I did all these little See, seriously, trusting the pattern. What are they? Oh, no, they look gray on here too. They're gray flowers. But they're cool looking. And then I extended this little green out. And this is the bottom of the first page. So here, oh, good heavens. Here is the page and here is the page. So I really just have this bit to fill in here. And I'm done with a whole page. Like, I feel like that's going pretty quick for me for only working on it some occasionally. So this is going to get another 250 stitches tonight or tomorrow. So you'll see that again next week. Game of Swans. And that's all I've worked on this week, guys. That's it. I put this back. Plans. I have plans. So my last assignment for enchanted stitching that needs to get done tonight or tomorrow by midday, is stitching in red or white. And I'm going to be using the hands-on design like chalk ornaments because there's a lot of white and red. And I'm going to stitch on that tonight while watching Harry Potter movie 6, Half-Blood Prince, because I haven't done that yet either. See, those are the little extra credit things that I think, oh, I have 2 months. I can totally watch the movie anytime. And then now apparently I'm leaving it until the very last day. So there will be stitching on those while watching Harry Potter tonight. And that'll finish up enchanted stitching. And then I think that's it. I think I'm not going to finish one of the extra credits in School Magical Stitches for year 6. Oh well. I'll get close. I'll get close. That'll still be 12 points in extra credit. 5, 10, 15, 17 points that I will finish in extra credit this week. So I figured that was a good gamble, then that I might not be able to finish the regular homework in 3 days, which I might. I still might. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've got not a whole lot going on. So plans. That leads me to plans. I did Jen Lee. Her Flosstube is Quirks and Stitches. Jen Lee, 24 Hours of Cross Stitch. Her and her mom came up with it. She runs the Facebook group. It's on her blog. The November acrostic went up, and look, I didn't do it in October, and I think that was not great. Not that it was not great. I felt a little more scattered, I think, not having planned things out. So I've already filled out my November acrostic, and what I did was I pulled all of the things that I want to start next month and fit them in, and then the letters that I had left after that, which was only 2, then I went and looked at my WIPs and said, which ones do I really, really, really want to put some more stitches in? And then I made them fit. So if none of you brilliant people can come up with a way to fit Harry Potter book covers into the Dumbledore spell out, which, man, if you guys can, that'd be amazing. If you can't, which fair, I can't, I am going to do all of them because there was discussion that if you have a sampler that has the entire alphabet, that works. Like that's all 10 because all the letters are on there. I'm trying to find the picture because there's no actual picture of this. Oh wait, is it on here? Maybe. It's Mary Bright. Here it is. Here it is. And this is a picture of Blitz Stitches finished on his Instagram because I can't even find any other finished picture. So Marian Bright by Ship's Manor. You guys probably remember when I bought all this stuff for this. So this has the full alphabet on it. So my goal is 1,000 stitches in this Friday, Saturday, Sunday for homework. So I used that for the M. So the across stick is rewind time. Actually, I even get an extra hour this weekend because it is fall back. So I get an extra hour. I can do 1,000 stitches, no problem. So the M for time is Merry and Bright. I'm very excited to get started on this. And I bought 32 count Belfast in Mystic by Picture This Plus for this project. And all of the gorgeous Ships Manners. I bought the floss pack from Ships Manor. Oh, I think I'm missing one. That's okay. I'm very excited to start this. So that's numero uno Christmas start. And then I'll just go through the rest of them. So, this is in here. I've already put it in some haul. So R for rewind, I said Red Bird because I'm going to start Peace on Earth. And I got all the stuff. I bought this and kitted this up at the September 1st Thursday at Acorns. So I'm excited to start that. E, I said, is every day for Harry Potter book covers because I'm going to work on Harry Potter book covers every day in November. Which means in addition to the 1,000 stitches on Merry and Bright, I need to work on Harry Potter every day. So every day, because I feel like I missed a lot in October between traveling and setting it down for almost a week after that page finish. Every day in November. All right. W of rewind is Winter Holiday. This little Mill Hill magnet kit. Just cute. And I need more small projects. Let's be honest. I need more small projects in my life. I said is a project that is in 3 parts. And that's going to be this Holly and Hearts mystery sampler. It was a Lizzie Kate mystery sampler. I bought all 3 parts and it all kitted up off of Stash Unload. So I've got everything ready to go for that. So that's going to be another Christmas start. N was an extra letter that I had after I planned all my starts. And so I said that's Night Sky, and I'm going to work on Cinnamon Stars because I think those stars would be in a night sky. So I'm going to work on Cinnamon Stars. D for rewind is December yearbook. So because I need to do my December monthly Lizzie Kate. T was for tweet. And that is going to be this Little House Needleworks Cardinal Winter. Because it says, I don't know if you can see that, it says tweet. So that's that one. And I've got that all ready to go. I need to cut the fabric, that's it. This was big stretch, guys. Big stretch. But I said is for interior because I'm going to work on Turkey Bay because I want to get to the interior of that pattern because I'm tired of starting things and showing you guys just a corner of border. I want to get to the inside of that pattern, inside the border. M is Merry and Bright. And then E, I said is every season because I have every season of the seasonal Lizzie Kate ABCs and I need to do winter. So winter ABCs for every season for E. So there you go. And I think because she's put a non-tracking option on there, I'm going with a non-tracking option. Most of them are things I wanted to start. And then the 2 extra things, Cinnamon Stars and Turkey Bay, I'm just going to make sure that I get them into homework assignments. So they're going to get at least 240 stitches or 24. They're going to get work. My main goal for this is I want to just set a goal for myself so that I start all the projects and work on all the projects I want to start on in November. And I want to get all the Christmas stuff started because I have a couple things, but not much. Because, you know, this is kind of my first year. This is really my first year stitching. And so I need all of the seasonal projects. So those are my plans. Those are November plans. Those are weekend plans. And yeah, so there we go. And I got lots of great ideas for you guys for plans for 2020. I'm not sure that I'm a plan the whole year kind of person. The more I thought about it, I thought I do want to do some kind of tracking. I do need to figure out some kind of tracking. Carla, from Carla Being Crafty, she wrote a great comment that told me exactly how she set up like a whole table for herself for each month. Fantastic idea, and I love it. And I want something like kind of like that, but that's pretty flexible. But I do want something that has like kind of each month so that I can like plug in any like things that I plan to start for my birthday or my anniversary or whatnot. But otherwise, I like the acrostic. I think that I will go through, like, when it comes to planning Mania, I'll probably start planning Mania in March. I'm just going to go through what I have and pull out the things that I really want to work on. I don't know. The WIP pile might be getting a little out of control, but it's not stressing me out at the moment, so it's all good. All right. The only thing that I have left, guys, for today is stash enhancement. Oh, first I did have some stitchy kindness. This, guys, Monday, I don't know if it was coming back from the weekend. I think a little bit it was PMS. I was just feeling really cruddy on Monday. Like I was feeling stressed. I was feeling like things were out of control. And I think part of it was I hadn't heard back yet about the car. I don't know. I was just kind of having a cruddy day on Monday. It could have been time change, just all of it. All of it. I was a little dehydrated. And then I went and got the mail and got this beautiful package from Daleen. So grateful. First off, this is just the sweetest thing. She sent this card, and it's a picture of one of her samplers. How brilliant is that? Like, it's a photo of the sampler. Look at that. There's her signature on it. And she even put on the back, this is Shakespeare's Peddlers Jane Pattison sampler. And that's her stitching. Isn't that amazing? And what a fantastic idea for cards. To stitchy friends. When I have something worth photographing, I will totally be doing that. So she sent me the loveliest card, and seriously, this made my day. She has been so encouraging to me about starting And a Forest Grew. Like, just, like, really just so sweet, making me feel like I can totally do it, and I love it. And so she made me a project bag for that project. Look, it has trees on it. Look at that. And then pine cones. And has a little E for Aaron. Oh, can I get, look. Oh. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that beautiful? It made my day, you guys. She is just the absolute sweetest. And look, there's even a cool ring in here for like holding flosses and stuff. I don't know, but that's amazing. So now I'm like really thinking that I might look for fabric. I looked at the floss list. It's all DMC, guys. You probably all knew that, but And a Forest Grew is all DMC. And so now I really kind of feel like if I get fabric, and I'll get the flosses the next time there's a really good sale at Joann's, and I could really start it and just take it one little tree at a time. I mean, what's one more big project thrown into my WIP pile? No problem. So I think next week when I'm at Acorns, I may look at fabric. See if I can find a good piece of fabric. I have to check out the measurements. I might even, what do you guys think? I might even try 40 count, because that's a big boy. That's a big boy. And so I feel like maybe a higher, maybe keep it from being mural sized. So that was a little bit of stitchy mail that I got this week that made my week. And then I got a whole bunch of other project bags in the mail. So I had ordered these project bags from Diddly Daddle Designs. I had placed an order because I knew I was starting Christmas projects, and she posted some Christmas bags. So I got this one, and she always has the amazing little zipper pulls that are the covered buttons, little macaron. And that has, look, there's a cardinal on one side and little holly berries on the other. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's red polka inside. And of course, this was for, I bought this specifically for Peace on Earth. Hello, saw that, had to have it. And then these are her regular size project bags, and that's what I've always gotten. But she just started doing these ones that she's kind of advertises as for people who stitch in hand, and they're smaller. Here, I'm gonna hold it up so you guys can see. See, they're smaller. But because when you stitch in hand, you don't need to fit a Q-snap in. Because she's right, like when like a lot of my project bags, there's a lot of extra space. Like it's nice that a full sheet of paper fits in here, but you can always fold a piece of paper. And a lot of the patterns are smaller anyway, like these. Maybe that'll go in here. Matter of fact, it's going to, because look, poinsettias. And so I thought I'd try out her smaller bag size, and that has the red polka inside too. I love her bags, and these are a little more affordable because they're smaller. So I love it. I think it's a great size. See, look, that whole project fits perfectly in there. So if you stitch in hand like I do and don't need space for a big old Q-snap, check out her stitching in hand size and see, and that has a red poinsettia and a white one. So I got those 2 bags from Diddly Daddle. And then this I ordered Sunday, I think, while I was waiting for the plane. And it came today. This is how fast it was. I got another bag from Garon Totem Bags. And look, they sent a little needle minder. It's like a wood needle minder with their logo on it. But this is the bag I got. It's one of their big ones. And I got this for Farewell to Anger. Because look, well, one, I love Farewell to Anger because of all the gorgeous colors. And look at the gorgeous colors in those peacock feathers. And then look at the inside. Are you ready? It's scissors. So it matches my floss buddy of scissors for Farewell to Anger. So I have the great big one. Oh, I'll grab it. It's on the floor. So it's the same size as my Harry Potter one for Harry Potter book covers. And these fit. I don't think the floss buddy's gonna fit in there, but that's okay. But it fits a whole floss box and an 8x11 Q-snap fits in these bags, these bigger size. I think they're 12x18, 12x17, I'm not really sure. They sell through their Facebook group. I will link it below. So you can see Harry Potter book covers fits in there. This is gonna be Farewell to Anger, which I think I may try on an 11x11 Q-snap. If it's too big for me, I'll go back to an 8x11, but so that is my bag for Farewell to Anger. Getting ready, guys. I still have to bobbinate all that floss. But I think, is that all that's left? I need a grime guard. Maybe. I have to check. I got one from Abby Topknot with moons on it, which I think would be amazing on that piece. But I have to see if it's the right size. But other than that, I think I'm about ready to start that, other than bobbinating 96 colors of floss. One thing at a time. And then the last little bit of stash enhancement I got was I did place another, it was a couple weeks ago on Stash and Load, but it came. And, you know, it's just one of those things that you see a couple things that you really like in one album. And so, you know, can't help it. It's combined shipping. And a gal had a whole album of some really cute Lizzie Kate stuff. And you guys know, I like the Lizzie Kate. I'm a newer stitcher. I haven't seen it all. I know it's cutesy. I know it's not everybody's style, but I like it. So this was the one that really got me though, it was a limited edition kit, and it was the whole kit, and it's called Song of Spring. You see that? See, and I need more spring stuff. And it's got a cute little chick and bunny and Song of Spring, and it came with all of the finishing stuff. So it came with everything to do it. So it's the linen, the floss, the buttons, the fabric, the lace, everything to make that little pillow. So I thought that was cute. And then she had this mystery sampler set, a little mystery. And I just thought this was sweet. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is mystery. Today is a gift. Can you guys see that? There we go. So, and it was all 3 parts with the embellishments. So it came with everything. You know me, I like a kit that comes with all the little embellishments. I mean, there's a whole bunch of beads and buttons and charms, and it's gonna be cute. I like that. Today is a gift. And then there was also this one. I don't know what the name of it is. Tiny Tidings 7. Also came with all the little buttons. And they're just little Christmas smalls, but this is what got me. Santa Claus with the black cat, and Santa Paws, the little dog. And this is cute too. Santa, I Want It All, Love Never Melts. I thought I would do a couple of those. Those are really cute. And then this one I also thought was kind of cute. Chick Party. Little chicks, because I need more spring stuff. I don't have much spring, and it came with the little buttons. And to do, I think it's enough buttons to do both of the charts. So I got those. I had a little Lizzie Kate stash unloading. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys are having a good week. And November. Guys, it's November. Next week when we see each other, it's going to be November. And we're going to be just a couple weeks to Thanksgiving in the US. And yeah. So hope you guys are having a good week. And let me know if you have any questions, pop them down below. I always love to hear from you guys and what you're working on. Let me know what you're working on. If you have any plans for November, what your November plans are, and I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.